Good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Tahinci, like Da Vinci. I am the professor and area coordinator of art history at the Glassell School of Art, the art school that belongs to the Museum of Fine Arts Houston, and it is indeed a very special honor to welcome you all tonight to this extremely special art lecture in conjunction with a wonderful art exhibition that is currently on view here at the Jung Center. And so my talk for tonight is titled Unveiling the Unconscious, Archetypes in Kelyne Reis' Digital Embracing. And as you know, there is a wonderful artistic dialogue happening right here in the heart of the Montrose area in Houston around Jungian archetypes. So this wonderful artistic exhibition featuring masks by Shay Cheng Hill, here in attendance too, and of course Kelyne Reis' digital embracing series that I had the privilege of literally following the making of for more than a year. So it's a very special moment tonight, and I thought I would share with you some thoughts, and I'll be offering to you some keys to open doors of appreciation. I am not a Jungian analyst by any means. I am an art historian who has studied Carl Jung, who appreciates Carl Jung, and I think that his theories literally offer us some possibilities of literally applying and analyzing archetypes in art. So Jungian archetypes is what is going to be our focus for tonight, and I will be sharing with you some thoughts about Jungian archetypes in Kelyne's digital embracing series. So let me start with very briefly explaining how I got here in our third coast here in Houston. So I grew up in Athens. I studied archaeology first. This is a picture of myself as a kid in front of the Archaeological Museum in my native Greece, a proof that indeed passions start early on in life. And I studied archaeology first, then I switched to art history. I moved to Paris. I did my Ph.D. at the Sorbonne on Auguste Rodin, the thinker's sculptor, right? And his lifetime collectors. So I had the wonderful privilege of working at some of the most prestigious museums in Paris, the Musée Rodin, the Musée d'Orsay, the Louvre. And then, of course, my American experience started. I became an American by choice, moving to America, first working and cataloging French sculpture at the Harvard Art Museums, then teaching in art schools all across the country. And then since 4 years now, we are here in Houston, in H-Town, in our third coast, literally being part of this wonderful, energetic community of artists. And so it's really a wonderful, wonderful moment for me to be able to share with you my knowledge and my enthusiasm on a series of artworks that I literally saw shaping in front of my eyes. And of course, that's a huge privilege and a joy as an art historian to follow art in the making here and now. And let me start by sharing with you the cover of the great modern luxury Houston magazine, the current issue, December 2016, the Arts issue, with, of course, Kelyne's fragment number 22 that you can see here in the exhibition. And the Arts issue asks a very important question. In history and in art history, why Houston is the country's most dynamic art city? And the answer is simple. It is indeed because people and artists like Kelyne Reis has chosen Houston to live, to dream, and to create art. So this brings up this extremely important point, which is my starting point always when I share my knowledge about art history. In history and in art history, we need to know the what and the when to better understand the why and the how. And those are two key questions that we'll be asking tonight, of course, with the extra layer of meaning of Carl Jung's archetypes that I will share with you tonight. There's also this visual analysis equation that I systematically encourage my students to apply virtually in front of any artwork. Subject matter or content plus style plus context plus function gives us meaning. And it's always useful as well to apply visual thinking strategies. That's a very current tendency in art history, to ask three questions in front of any body of work. What's going on here? What do you see that makes you say that? What more can we find? And in the third question of the visual thinking strategies tonight, we will be using Carl Jung's archetypes in order to find more in Kelyne's digital embracing series. And let's start with her artist statement, which is an extremely multi-layered text that literally allows us to get into the very essence of her body of work. The reason for this body of work is simple: the need to gain clarity from the intensity of form. Every complex structure is always built from simpler units, much like a child's building blocks. I want to find the first form, and I am rewinding towards it, so to say. And in this journey of trying to find clarity, the forms are continuously put under a microscope. By doing this, I've also transferred a certain power to the works by allowing them to dictate what life they want to take. The unpredictability of the journey has served as both an element of intrigue and inspiration to me, and is a constant source of pleasant surprises. So this is art that we are visiting and revisiting to find extra layers of meaning. And so tonight we will add this extra layer of Jungian archetypes to literally find those pleasant surprises in front of our eyes. And let's very quickly refresh our memories about some Carl Jungian analysis. Again, disclaimer, I'm not a Jungian analyst, I'm an art historian. Jung's texts are phenomenal, they are eye-opening, they are multi-layered. And so I thought that it would be important to refresh our memories as a kind of starting point about what he thought on psyche and its components. So according to Carl Jung, there are three components. First, the ego, the consciousness. Second, the personal unconscious. And third, the collective unconscious, and this is where the archetypes come into play, and this is what we will be exploring tonight. So three components.